Good morning, everybody. We are here. We're ready to go. We're looking good. We're having a great day. We got Chris first in the chat. Moji second in the chat. Chris, Jason, Geo, Jason. All of you guys. So glad to have you in here right now. Let's check the market out, see what's heading so far today, because things are up, but AMC is not. AMC sitting at $2.70. GameStop sitting at $27.10, down 2.5% of the day today. Seems like a pretty strong decline, but hey, 2.5% is not that bad with all the volatility going on. Shiba Inu Coin sitting at $13.35. It's down 3% since midnight last night, but $13.30 is still very good. Solana sitting at $151 right now. Not bad at all. You got the NASDAQ was up 4%. Now the NASDAQ is up 2.5%, so giving back some of its earlier gains. You've got AMC down, GameStop down, Solana up, Dogecoin down about 2.5%, SHIB down 3.5%, Ethereum down 0.30%, $1,790. You got Bitcoin sitting at $93,120. The SPY sitting at 535, QQQ 455, not bad on the QQQ. Molinado on its way to 20 cents. Sundial sitting at $1.40. Netflix sitting at $1,041. Tesla up 6.5% to $2.50 today. And $2.50. $250. I'm an idiot. What? You're an idiot. Yep. Apple sitting. Oh, Amazon. Did I say it? $181, up 4.5%. Apple $203, and Soxel a 13% gain to $10.38. Things are looking pretty good if you ask me. I like it. I do want to say this. I will probably be leaving about 10-15 minutes early today. I'm going to go check out the auction. We went down and looked at some cars yesterday. My dad might be bidding on some. We'll find out. And I don't know. It's kind of weird. It starts at 1. Some cars go at 2. So I may leave a little bit early just so I can get down there. He's going to be down there. Might as well see if we can have some fun down there. So if I start to get carried away, somebody remind me like 10 minutes early, at 12:45, 150, and then I can make a judgment call from there as to what I'm going to do. But, yeah, beautiful day outside today. I'm going to watch some cars go. Would you, so let's just put it this way. They got some very cool, not brand new, right? 2022. It's not brand new. But they got some, like, 2022 Corvettes down there. They got a 1981 Camaro with 53 miles on it. They got a 1994 Dodge Viper RT10, I think is what it is. They got 1981 Corvette, black, pristine condition. Clearly, out of those, I like the newer Vets a lot better. But what do you guys go for? You go for the classic? Because there's a huge price difference, right? You get a 1980 Vet, very cool. You get a 1994 Dodge Viper. Nobody's got Dodge Vipers. You got almost brand new Corvettes, 2022 Vets. What do you look at in that situation right there? Because there's a price difference, right? That 1980 Vet might go for 10 grand. The Viper might go for 20. The Corvette, the brand new Vets, obviously they're gonna be like $50,000-$60,000. So, which one of those catches it? And I have no idea what a 1981 Camaro with 50 miles on it is worth. I have no idea what that's. 50 miles is crazy. They got a crap. I don't know. It's a 70s. It looks like a 70s. Really long front. Old Mustang, not a 67 fastback or anything like that. That'd be sick. I believe it's a 1970 something Mustang, 277 miles on it. Crazy, man. I don't know how you keep a car 50 years and it's only got 200 miles on it. You know what I mean? I don't know how you get that Camaro with only 50 miles on it. It's crazy, but what do you guys go for in that situation? The old school muscle or like a new, just sick Corvette? Chilling like a villain today. Very nice, Moji. Alani, what's happening, man? Oh my goodness. Did you guys see this? Where we at? Dang, man. official Trump is on its way back up. $11.45 right now. That is a very nice gain. Remember, it only took 24 hours for Trump to go from about $8, where it was at this morning, to $70. Dude, if it's on its way back up to $70, I'm cashing out. I'm cashing out, and I'll buy whatever car you guys tell me to buy down there today. Just let me know. Keeping my car. Not selling it anymore. Oh, you get the for what year is your Ferrari? Giovanni? I forget, man. How's Turbo? You know what? Turbo is up today. Turbo was up like 60% or something. We could pull Turbo up. At a 59 T-Bird. Oh, dude, they also got... I sat in a car yesterday. An Edsel? Is that what it is? It was like a 57 or 59 or something. Now I forget. Bench seat in the front, bench seat in the back. I can almost guarantee you could just drive that car like right through my house and it wouldn't even dent that car. Dude, you tap on the trunk. It's like solid iron, man. That car probably weighed like 8,000 pounds. Now I might be wrong on what it was. Now I forget what it was called, but like a really light pink color. And I'm like, dude, that's such a weird car. But dude, you turn the key and the key is just like a little house key, right? We've gotten used to such big keys with computer chips in them and all this stuff. It's like a little house key. You turn the key, it didn't even like, it just went and started up. It was crazy how fast that car started up. We want gains. We want gains. Genji, if we go back up to $70 today, you guys better tell me which one of those cars I should get, because I'm cashing out this time. I am, man. I am. I have loaded the boat on old Trump here. So hopefully, yeah, we back now? Old rounder. Guess who's back? Oh, if 100%, Lith 88 euro, man. I saw it when it was at 60%. Yeah, we'll pull up Turbo. We can pull it up now, man. I don't have... Do I have... Dude, if I got Turbo, I might have like $200 worth of Turbo now, but... if I do have Turbo, it's on CaseX, and I don't have much of it, but... I did see that it was rolling. I got a lot of Trump, though. I'd rather watch Trump run up. Wow. Yeah, dude. This is an hourly chart, right? What is this? Yesterday, a couple days ago, 0.2 cents to 0.55 cents. So a little over 100% gain in the last couple of days on Turbo here, with $778,000 being traded. Not bad at all, man. If you're looking at the daily, this is the stuff that people do not realize and they just won't do, right? They will not buy a crypto when it's been beaten down in price. They'll buy it like crazy right here at a penny. They'll buy Turbo like crazy at a penny. They don't want to touch it when it's at a tenth of a cent, man. So, if you're willing to accumulate when everybody else is fearful, people were extremely fearful. Now, Turbo is not one that's on my radar, so I didn't accumulate any of this. But the market was extremely at level of 15 extreme fear in this area right here. If you would have been buying, you would have bought some here on the extreme fear. You would have bought some here on the extreme fear. You would have bought some here on the extreme fear. Sure. But now that the market sentiment is bouncing back, dude, this is what we've been talking about. And you would have been up well over 100% on Turbo. But like I say, I don't know if I have any Turbo. If I do, it's a very low amount. I don't remember buying any, but I did go buy a lot of coins on KSX just to say that I had them. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get rich on it. So, but I'm exposed to it, right? Which is nice. So if I do have it, I'm making some gains today. If I don't have it, hey, if you got it, perfect, man. You guys, hey, be careful. Trump's back up to $12 right now. It's running. And this is the daily, right? It only took a day for Trump to go from $12. This is wrong. This is $75 that it hit. I don't know if it's going to go there or not. Clearly, I get excited about it because I got a lot of it. But it only took a day when it ran to $50 the first time. If it's back up there, I do have a lot of Trump. I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, I'm getting ahead of myself, right? I'm getting emotional. If Trump goes up to $50, should I just buy that 2022 vet that's down there? At least it'll force me to cash out. At least it'll force me to cash out, right? Actually, let me ask you guys this, because one of my biggest, I don't really, I don't know, it would be nice to have, but one of the reasons that I like cryptocurrencies and stocks and so on is that when you don't want it, you can just click a button and sell it. And some of you guys will obviously know this much better than I. I've really, the nicest car I've had is a 2021 Kia Seltos, okay? What would it be like? Because I'm dead serious. You know, I am getting ahead of myself. But if Trump rips up to $50, which it did several months ago in a few-hour period, if it rips up to $50 before the auction, and I did go buy that Corvette, let's say I wanted to sell that Corvette. I'm gonna be dead serious with you. I don't know anybody that could afford that Corvette that would want it. What would it look like? Because Giovanni, you may have had trouble selling your Ferrari, right? Is that just like, okay, you got this car, that's your car now, right? You're not selling that car. It's your car. What does that look like? Because, to be completely honest with you, man, in Ohio, I'm going to be able to drive that car if I want 6 months out of the year. And then there's going to be sold on the road the other 4 months out of the year. So, to me, it's kind of like, do I really need to show off? But at the same time, do I really need to hold Trump coin for it to fall back down to $10 a coin again if it rips up to 70? At least then, I force myself to go out and own a 2022 Corvette. But I've never owned anything like that, man. And I don't know if I ever did want to sell it. You know, I don't want to go buy that vet and then all of a sudden you got to take a $20,000 loss on the vet if you want to sell it. So, but the volatility is crazy right now. So it's just at $13, back down to $12.60 right now. People are buying and selling. The volume's gonna kick up. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I think Trump coin will not do well once alts start to move. Most of these coins will go down. Yeah, Mango. I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, Trump is a little different. In my opinion, whether you guys think it's selfish or not, Trump is a made in USA coin. Clearly, Trump is the president. I believe that Trump has just the biggest chance of getting an ETF and probably a better chance of getting an ETF than Dogecoin, right? So when you're looking at meme coins and ETF potential, I do believe there's a lot there for Trump and Melania. And I got a lot of Trump and Melania. So on that one hand, I'm like, okay, great. On the other hand, I would love, right, to shave some of these altcoins or shave some of these meme coins and focus on the Solanas, the Ethereums, the Trons, the Bitcoins, the larger ones out there. But I mean, dude, you're not going to get a 46% gain in Ethereum in a day like you can with some of these memes. So, I agree. I do believe that Trump is a different meme, right, than some of these other memes. So, I believe it's got a little bit more presence than something like SHIB or something like, Turbo. We just looked at Turbo. It's up 100%, doing phenomenal today. But if you're looking for staying power, made in USA, obviously Trump's going to front run it and give favor to it, right? But yeah, I really don't mind shaving it either, or selling it off either if it does go back up. We're about to hit one of the worst recessions after summer. Don't buy any what? Don't buy a Corvette? Corvette, much easier to sell than a Ferrari. Chevy can take a trade-in. Everyone is afraid of Ferrari because the maintenance is one thing. Even though you have all the paperwork. Yeah, that would be true, Giovanni. That would be true. Bite your tongue, Mango. She says bite your Dang it, we need to get Gen G. You know, I try to, and Mango's a little salty sometimes with some prices and coins and stuff, and I get it. I think Gen G needs her own stream though, man. Gen G takes care of it. She says, bite your tongue, Mango. I got a lot of Trump too, Gen G. I got a lot of Trump too. I don't know how much you have, but I do have a lot of Trump. So I'm hoping that it rips up. Clay, you have a garage. I do. I have an attached garage. Let's see. Well, if you had a garage, that is. Oh, what's this say? Just hold the vent in the garage till summer, spring. Keep your current car. That way you can see your progress. You worked hard for it. You deserve it. Yeah, man, but it is, like, it is true. It is true. What happens when the squirrel gets in the garage and then he starts, like, dropping sunflower seeds on my vet? I don't know. I do have I'm getting an attached garage. But Trump's going the wrong way. It's going back down a little bit now. So we're not talking. Now it's going back up. Maybe if Trump's sitting at $50 by the time this auction starts, I'm raising my hand, man. I'm raising my hand. Almost as bad as a Mercedes. My dad's a Mercedes man. I've never been too interested in Mercedes, but he went and we were looking at crap. I don't know what kind of, it was an AMG Mercedes SUV with like 550 horsepower, twin turbos on it last week. What was not bad, right? Was not bad, but still very nice car. It's sticker price, brand new, $104,000 or $105,000. It went for $25,000. It went for $25,000 at the auction, which is not bad, but I'm not a Mercedes guy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sitting there like, yeah, I definitely need to have this. But, dude, you started that car up. That car sounded like a race car. That was, I don't know how fast it is as an SUV, but it was a very nice car. I don't know about live streaming. Gen G, you know what? It's funny, right? I tell my brother, I tell everybody in my family, I'm like, dude, you guys, like, make some content, dude. Live stream. Do something. And I don't know about it either, Gen G. I don't know about it either, because sometimes, right, I really do want people to bite their tongue. Mango, bite your tongue, man. And sometimes people can get under your skin. I will say this, right? There's a huge difference, I guess, in the mental, not capacity like you're smart or something. You need to be smart in order to live stream. You don't need to be smart at all. But you really do have to have some, I guess, thick skin is a better way to put it when you put yourself on the internet. Because, dude, the internet is full of freaking clowns, man. Full of clowns, dude. You guys are essentially the cream of the crop. And then every now and then an idiot comes in here and says something stupid. And I would like them to bite their tongue, clean off. It would be nice, Gen G. It really would, but it is true, man. You gotta kind of tell them to bite their tongue and just forget about them, because it's crazy. Best wishes, kids, sir. What's going on, Rodney? Best wishes to you. I love the new vet, but just don't get the first year it came out. Lots of recalls. Did it come out in 2020 or 2021? I actually don't know if it came out in 2020 or 2021. The 2022, they got an orange one down there and they got a yellow one down there. Marshall cars. So they probably belong to drug dealers. Dude, they got some sick rims on them. I don't know if you could say drug dealers on YouTube, right? But those dudes, they always put the nicest rims on their cars. They've always got the craziest wheels on their cars. So they're a little bit custom. These Corvettes are a little custom as well. So might go for a little bit more, but the orange Corvette probably could be cheap. Could be cheap. Whoever did it probably bumped their garage or something and busted a little bit of the plastic up front on the bumper, cracked the headlight, and some of the pins on the bumper popped out. So it would need a little bit of work if you wanted it to be perfect, but unless you were, let me see if I can. Yeah, here we go. What do you guys think about that one? That a yes or no? Let me know if that's a yes or no. Because this is the yellow one. Hey, Trump's got to go to 50 and it's on its way, so we'll find out. Which one do you guys like more? I like the orange one better out of these two. Rodney, you like the yellow one better? Okay. Just joined. Is that your car? JB, if Trump makes it to 50 today, before the auction starts, I actually might, dude. I might force myself to close out of the meme and then force myself to raise my hand. I'm going to meet my dad down at the auction. Starts at 1. These cars probably go at 2. But I kind of want to force myself to sell some Trump. You know what I mean? It's at $14, dude. If it makes it back up to 50, I might force myself to do it. Even though I don't necessarily want to, I do want to sell. You know what I mean? And then I'm not tempted to get back in because I won't have the money. I'll have a Corvette that I can't sell. Oh, it's a Corvette pretending to be a McLaren. Yes, it is. U.S. Marshal sale. So, probably it was probably a drug dealer pretending to be a drug lord in that situation, and he was going from Corvette to McLaren. Was what he was trying to do. Yellow for sure. All right, well, I guess if Trump goes to 100 before the live stream, I'll just have to raise my hand on both. Right? If Trump goes to 100 before the live stream, if Trump goes to 100 before the auction, I'll just have to raise my hand on both, man. Oh, let me see if I got a picture of that Viper. You guys like Vipers? Because the Viper, I mean, honestly, the Viper is probably more, not more doable, because if it was at $50, like, I could do both. But what do you guys think about this one? Is this a yes or a no, or is this like, don't even think about this if the vet's there? Also, that tanker's for sale right behind it, and they have a convertible fire truck too. So I know Tim wanted a convertible fire truck. Tires are extremely expensive on Vipers. Dude, you know what? That's exactly what my dad said, Gorilla. He said the Viper's more rare. This 1994 Viper would be more rare than that Corvette. And to be honest with you, I sat in that Viper. These things are very small. Like, I'm not huge to begin with, right? I wear a size medium shirt. But you feel claustrophobic in those cars, man. And we sat in a couple leather vets yesterday when we were checking them out. It's 1990 and I think a 1995 Corvette convertible. No, not convertible. Sorry, stick shift. And I don't know if I would. Dad's like, yo, you'd get used to it. But, dude, the car, like the vet is so narrow that my feet were, like, if I went to push the clutch in and had my foot on the brake, like my shoes were hitting each other, pushing the clutch down and back up. I'm like, dude, this is dangerous. I mean, you gotta drive this thing barefoot, or your shoes are cracking each other on the way you pushing that, pushing the clutch in. I'm like, I don't like that too much. Viper launch is intense. So you back real. See, I've never been in a Viper, but Gorilla, some dude, I was messing with him down there. I was messing with him. He's like, I was like, I'd give 15 for this right now. Talking about the Viper, and he's like, oh no, you couldn't get it for 15 because I'd give him 20 for it right now. I was like, dude, you can't give him 20. I just called dibs at 15, and he's laughing. He goes, I've only been in a Viper twice in my entire life, and it is a death trap. It is a ride unlike you would ever expect. It is crazy. You know, you're in a Viper, man, and you push the gas down, and you're just fishtailing. The back end's going to come out from behind you. And why do cars, I mean, I get it, but it does sound dangerous, doesn't it? Viper's not very comfortable. It does feel very claustrophobic, but the seats actually did feel comfortable. The seats had a lot of cushion to them. More cushion than I thought they would have for as small as that was. Trump, let's hit 50. Let's do it. Gen G sitting at 1447 right now. That is a beautiful 63% gain at the moment. Try sitting in a police interceptor, Clay, with all your gear on. That's cramped. Yeah, Lonnie, I don't know what all the gear would be, but I mean, I agree, man. And I don't know why it's gotta be so cramped. You know what I mean? You kind of want to be comfortable when you're driving around, though, don't you? Doesn't have the performance that Corvette has now. Older Viper, old tech. Oh, yeah, dude. You want to see what the interior of a 1994 Viper looks like? It kind of looks like a toy, man. Kind of looks like a toy. Like, that's it. That's the interior of that 94 Viper. It is, there's no comparing it to the Vet. But, I mean, you're 100% correct, man. There's no comparing it to that Vet in terms of, you know, luxurious feeling or whatever. See, we're not live today. I was wondering if you know, well, I am live today. If you know on Dex Tools, for an example, my token, there is a difference between the price where I person that bought my token, the price on top moved a lot. Well, Brian, because, and that could be, right? But, so let's say, yeah, I can show you. Hey, Brian, give me your contract address again. I'll just pull up your token and show you real quick. I think I understand what you mean, and I think I know how to explain it. It'll be a lot easier to show you on your token than on what Trump that I have up right now. Viper torque, not high speed, unless you get newer Viper, meaning after 2010. Gotcha. Clay, imagine how Shaq feels in the commercials when he's acting like... Yeah, Chris, man, I don't even think Shaq could actually fit into that car. I really don't think he could fit into that car. I really don't think he could, dude. Because honestly, if he had the top off, his head would probably go over the windshield. And if he was actually in that car, I don't know. And the weirdest thing, I did not know this about Vipers. You guys are gonna learn something here. There's no door handle. You can't get in the car. The windows, at least this RT10, this soft top RT10, might be different for other models, but you have to unzip the window and then open the door from the inside. Can't lock the car. I mean, you literally have to unzip the window. The windows zip. They don't roll up or down. You have to unzip the window and unlock the door or open the door from the inside. I thought that was very, very weird. But, I mean, I guess that's what they do. Who needs interior? Yeah, V10, enough said. Gorilla, I guess that's what the guys like, man. 1958 Chevy Brookwood for sale. If anybody is interested, I don't even know what a Brookwood is. Might be some people interested, though, Pudgy. Mo, got a message to renew the FFL. I made you commissioner. It's in your hands now. Fantasy Football League. I know what that stands for. Same. You can keep that Viper. Me. What kind of insurance rates are you going to have to pay for the premiums on those cars? There's always got to be somebody like Gen G to bring us back down to earth with her logic. Gen G. Gen G, look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. All your logic is bringing Trump back down to 1413, 1406, 1403, 1399. Gen G. Come on. Start talking about who cares about insurance. Insurance is a scam. 1380, 1378. Gen G. Come on. Insurance is a scam. Nobody cares about insurance. We want Vipers, okay? We want Corvettes. Somebody help her. Somebody offset Gen G's logic here. Nobody cares about insurance premiums. Gen G, we want Trump at $50. We want to sell. We want to go sell Trump. We want to go just buy that vet right now. See? Look what it's doing. 1410. There we go. Nobody cares about insurance. Yes, we want Vipers. We want Corvettes. There we go, Gen G. God, dude, you almost ruined the whole thing. I can't believe. I saved that one. About as quick as Gen G tried to ruin it. Holy smokes, that was a close one. We're on our way back up to 50 right now. Insurance, Sminsurance, V10, baby. Exactly, Gorilla. 1394. She's thinking it. Oh my God, dude. Now she's thinking about the insurance again. 1379. Oh my, look what she did. Gen G, stop thinking about it. Think about Vipers, think about vets, think about all that good stuff. Let's talk about Gavina Corvette or Ferrari. Are we going to go through midlife crisis? Yeah, probably. The midlife crisis is essentially just forcing myself to sell a meme. I want it to go back up, and I want it to go back up fast. And then I don't want to get in the mindset of, oh, hey, maybe Trump's going to go to $1,000 a coin. Maybe I should just hold it forever. This is the best meme coin that ever existed. I would rather just force myself to sell it. And one of the ways to do so is to buy something that you need to cash Trump out for to pay for it. And what you could do is buy a Corvette. And then you're good to go. Would I drive it? No, probably not. But it would be a very good way for me to force myself to cash out. Yeah, way to go, Jen. She's doing it, man. She's doing it. 40 minutes in. I guess we won't be looking at any other coins. Old rounder. No, probably not, because I'm only going to be here. We can look at another coin if you want. I wanted the contract address for Brian's coin so I could show him, because I think I understand what he means. But I don't know how to... I can't just type in B-Man token because it never comes up if I type in B-Man token. It's better to search his contract address. Trump is up. Look at Trump coin. SD's a blind old bat. What do you think we're looking at, man? 1453 on Trump coin right now. Yes. Clay convertible. I like it. Totally Clay fool you. It's buying a Honda. Nah, man. They actually have this. They got a 2020 Kia Telluride down there. Leather interior. New car smell. I don't really like the color on it, though. It was like a dark green. Like this weird green color. But, ooh, Telluride. You want to talk about plenty of room. Let's talk about sitting in a Telluride and hitting that push button start, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What's your honest price prediction on Shiba Inu Coin? It's a very good question. Let me show you something. I think it's going to have trouble with that 3,500 point per coin range again. I'll show you real quick because I was looking at this. Essentially 3,500 points, right? Tested it back in March. Couldn't break it. I mean, this is almost a test, like 3,350 that it was at. We can call it that range, right? Tested at 3,500. Couldn't break it. You go back to May. May does not show up on Webull here, but May of 2021, tested 3,500. Couldn't break it. The only time that Shiba Inu coin essentially broke 3,500 was the bull market FOMO frenzy of 2021. I don't even consider this a break. Okay? This is a wick. I don't consider it a break. So, you want my honest price prediction? I will be shaving some around that 3,500 point per coin level. Okay? Doesn't mean that it has to hit 3,500. Doesn't mean that it won't break through 3,500 and rip up to a much higher level. It absolutely could. But I will be shaving some Shiba Inu coin when it gets up to that 3,500 point per coin range. It's just, for the last 4 years, almost 5 years, it has hit 3,500 and it has been rejected. So, I will hold some in case that it rips up through. But I will be shaving some in this area, and I will gladly buy some more back in on its way back down or as it comes back down and so on. So you want an honest price prediction? I think that it can go much higher, but I think that Shiba Inu coin is going to have just a like fantastic, difficult time getting through 3,500 points per coin. Now, I can't be wrong, right? The sentiment can change. Everything can change. You know, they can have SHIB ETFs. They can have all of this stuff, man, that makes it different than what happened in the past. But I am watching that 3,500 point per coin level. I am profitable on Shiba Inu coin right now. My average is like between 11 and 12. So I am profitable at the moment, making some good money. But I will be shaving SHIB in that 3,500 point per coin area, right? And that does not mean that that's my price prediction, like it's the highest that it can go. I just see how difficult it is to get through that. And I will be holding some in case it does break through and move higher. But I can't keep holding these memes forever. I just can't do it. I'll tell you what, get WRX STI. I'm not a Subaru guy, man. I don't know. I know a couple guys that love those Subarus, but they don't do it enough for me. Predictions. What's your expectations with XRP and when? Paul Atkins, European utilizing starting November at ETFs. Dude, to be completely honest with you, I think XRP is going to be fantastic at $10. I'm doing a video on XRP later today. I forget the name of the research platform now, but they think that XRP is going to go to between $33 and $50 per coin. All of that stuff is possible, but XRP to me at $10 starts to get expensive for the current time frame, right? So that's not talking about 5-10 years down the road from now. That's talking about where we are with the cryptocurrency industry at its current prices. I think XRP starts to get expensive at $10. So, I mean, yes, it can go higher, but that's kind of where I'm looking at in the current timeline of history. XRP is expensive at $10 right now. Clay, you're going to miss the vet if you're late. Yeah, it is already. We'll end the live stream at 12:50, and then that'll give me some time to get down there. We'll see what happens with it and so on. If you want, I can send it on X. Yeah, you can send it on X. Brian, let me try to give you a really brief explanation, okay? So this liquidity pool that I am looking at for Trump official token right now, he's got $1.2 million, okay? The current price of Trump official is $13.60 since Gen G decided that she was going to be worried about insurance. Price is coming back down a little bit. At $13.80, if I were to go buy $100 right now, I'm going to get it at $13.80. I'm not going to affect the price. I could buy $1,000. I'm going to get it to $1,380. I'm not going to affect the price. I could buy honestly, I could probably buy a few $1,000s worth and not affect the price. But with $1 million in the liquidity pool, let's say I were to go out there and buy $100,000 worth of Trump official. Now, all of a sudden, that's essentially 10% of the entire liquidity pool, which has a 20% move on the price. Because I'm adding Solana to the liquidity pool and I'm taking Trump out. So it's a double effect. If I were to go in there and buy $100,000 worth of Trump token, I essentially move the price by 20%. So I'm not getting it for $1,380. If I buy $100,000 worth, I'm getting it for like $1.30, almost $2.60 more. I'm gonna jump the price to essentially $15, a little over $15 per coin, if I buy $100,000 worth. Now, I know your token has a very small amount in the liquidity pool. I believe it was something like $5,000. So if somebody came in and were to buy $100 worth of your token, it is going to move the price a little bit because you have so little in the liquidity pool that essentially any amount that you buy with is going to increase the price. Essentially any amount that you sell with is going to decrease the price. So you got to keep that in mind. When you have very low liquidity, almost any price, almost any buy is going to move the price of your coin. Or any sell is going to move the price of your coin. So keep that in mind, man. Take XRP and $10 and sell. Do it, Gen G. XRP will go up the day before my house sells. Gio, it probably will, man. It's the way it always is, dude. If you're on 2,500 XRP right now, you're in the top 10% of XRP holders. Oh. Jen, I wouldn't sell off all of your XRP. You regret it in the future. Hold some of it. Buy, sell, hold. All right, guys. It is 12:50. I'm going to end a little bit early because I am going to get ready to go down to this auction. Probably not going to buy a vet since Trump's at $14. If it shoots up to $50, I don't know if I'll be watching. So send me some messages in the Discord or something. Tag me on X. It absolutely could roll up to $50. We saw it first day that it launched. It moved from 13 to 50 very, very quickly. So keep me posted on it. Go buy it. I'm not gonna buy it if it's at $14 here. If it shoots to 50 though, I might force myself to. We'll do some shout outs. We'll be back tomorrow with live streams, videos all day today, guys. Please watch the videos, have some fun. I like the fact that prices are moving up. Insurance, schminsurance, Gen G. Remember, don't care about insurance. We don't want the prices to go down now. We want the prices to go up. We got to stay optimistic. We got to keep dreaming. Let's see here. Yes, buy a fancy sports car and let everyone know you bought it because of crypto. Promote crypto. Giovanni, that would be the goal. Trust me. If I bought that vet, I would let people know that Trump bought me that vet for sure. Lonnie, have a great day, man. Brian, see you later. Giovanni, Moji, Brian, Jason, Lonnie, J-Bones, babe. See you later. Contract address in Discord DM. I didn't see that in time. Gen G, have a great one. J-Bones, thank you very much, though. Geo, see you later, man. Lonnie, Moji, Old Rounder, lost the chat. Metal Force, have a great day. We got Gen G, Geo, Lonnie, Moji, Lonnie, Rodney, Geo, Gen G, Old Rounder, Lonnie, DD214, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me, Pudgy. Say it with me, J-Bones. Till the next time. Hope that each and every one of you. Assalamu alaikum. Malaikum salam. Hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.